In today's video, I'm in Davidsonville, Virginia. I never heard of Davidsonville, Virginia. I've been traveling up and down the East Coast my whole life. It's been a pretty long life, and never heard of Davidsonville. But this place is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at this field I'm in. And I'm out camping with some of the guys: Patrick, Brandon, Brian, and some other people that came through. Some people just came to visit for the day. They're actually out riding the trails. I didn't go because I got here late. Today Saturday, they got here Thursday, and I was still setting up my setup right over here. But I mean, it's so peaceful and just so nice out here in this field, and I'm very appreciative for them inviting me out to join them. Yeah, so this is 100 and something acre farm, and just over there somewhere there's a couple horses and cows, and a very beautiful scenery on the way in through this trail. If you can catch that on camera, you gotta cut through the trees over there and kind of come around and then make it all the way in. Nice little ride just coming in. But yeah, this is my setup. I have the walls up today. I wanted to do it a little bit different because the only video I have on the walls was the actual review on it, but I didn't get a chance to use it. And here's my, of course, the kitchen setup. It's a little windy today, but kitchen setup so I can cook myself a meal today before bed. But because it's supposed to be really cold tonight, I have the walls up. I'll close the windows. I have the windows open right now, but I'll close the windows tonight. And in the morning, when I want to make breakfast, I have the runaway fender. So one thing that I love that Runaway did was they added this 14-inch fender to allow you to be able to cook on it. So that's awesome. On this side, I have my sea sucker garbage. I call it a rim, but I don't know what they might call it. But this is also awesome. Sucks to anything. Holds I can't remember off the top of my head, 50-60 pounds. That's more than enough for garbage, maybe even more. I gotta go back and check. My power source, my porta potty, because when I was setting up this wall, I realized, you know, when the windows are closed and everything's closed, I have all the privacy in the world. So why open up my shower tent today? So I left that closed. It's on the other side, and my porta potty's right here. So I'll close the windows tonight before bed, and if I have to come out and use the restroom, I have all this room. Got my chair right there from EcoFlow, and yeah, I mean, this is awesome. Look at this view. This is my view from my setup, and it's just amazing. Look at that. Peaceful, tranquil, and serene. This is what I look for when I go camping. Yeah. So again, right past the tree line over here, there's a farm, a couple horses, couple cows. Very nice view. And when the guys come back, I want to do a walkthrough of some of their setups, because some of these guys got some really interesting rigs. All the vehicles aren't here because some people camp out of their vehicles, and so you'll see some of that later. But I mean, there goes Brandon's new Intech, similar to the one I had, just a little older but same model, and very nice camper. And then Patrick has this custom built. He built it himself, and I can't wait for him to get back, because I gotta check out that trailer. That trailer is awesome. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see some things today. There's another classic vehicle made by someone else. I'll introduce them later. And some people have tent set up, so you don't see everything here. But right now, I'm gonna make myself something to eat, because I think I kind of hear them coming back. I'm gonna make myself something to eat, And when the guys come back, I'm gonna do a walkthrough and show you guys what they have. Guys, so for dinner we have an Italian sausage with onion, peppers, the bomb. And I also have the gentleman that owns this property. Sir, may we get you in front of the camera? Come on down. Can you tell us a little bit about your property? And it's just beautiful out here. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Come on down.
Welcome to the farm.
Thank you so much.
It's an awesome place.
Yeah,
Love
it's
to share with
beautiful.
all the great overlanders.
Yeah. What's your name?
Rob.
Rob. Welcome to my channel, Finding Jay.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you having us. I mean, it's such a beautiful place.
Sausage
We gave you the
awesome
Italian
too, buddy.
sausage as payment.
It's good.
Is that good enough?
That's good enough. It's the sausage. A little mustard would help, but that's okay.
All right, next time. Thank you for having us. All right, guys, we're gonna continue with this video, and he was a great guy. He just allowed us to stay here, free of charge. Just wanted us to be careful and take care of the place, and that's fair enough, right? So thank you for that, and let's keep the video going.
That wind will just chill for a little while. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Super nice day. Hey, got a chair too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got about 10, 15 chairs, man. Switch it out. But EcoFlow gave me this chair for free. As a promotional thing when I bought my EcoFlow stuff. And it's a good chair. I'm pleasantly surprised. All right, guys, so we just finished eating, and I'm gonna go over some of these amazing setups. I'm not gonna go to everybody, because if not, this video will never end. But I'm gonna go to just a couple things that I found a little extraordinary today. And the first one's gonna be this amazing setup right here. Look at this. What's going on? But here's the owner of this amazing build right here. What's going on, boss?
Hey, not much.
What was your name?
Tan.
Tan, I'm Jay.
Nice to meet you.
Can you tell me a little bit about your setup here?
Sure. This is a 2004 Land Rover Discovery. It's the HSE model, and when I got it, it was completely stock. I did all the work myself. I welded the window frames. Those are to keep branches and debris and stuff from hitting me in the face while I'm driving.
Yeah. You welded all the covers for the fencing for the glass.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually taught myself how to weld to do it because I couldn't find a shop that was willing to do it.
Okay.
So I designed it, welded it myself, had it Linexed, and here it is.
Can we do a walk around? You just point some stuff out?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, look at how unique this is. This is awesome.
So these are 34-inch tires by 12.5. Safari snorkel for high water wading. Window guards do come down with the latch.
Oh man, look at that. Wow. And then you thought of having the little opening to, you know, get things in and out?
Yeah, so when the guard is down, you still need to be able to open the door and
Yeah.
cover the door handle. You wouldn't be able to do that.
That's genius.
But they stay up most of the time.
Yeah, that's genius right there. Did you get the idea from anywhere else, or you just off the top of the head?
Nope, just designed it myself.
Yeah.
And made it work.
I might need you to help me out with my Bronco, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I do
awesome. Yeah.
now. It's got cameras all the way around on the side mirrors and on the front and the rear. So I can be my own spotter from inside the cab without having to get out. So I can see what my front left and right tires are doing when I'm on the trail instead of having to lean out my window.
Nice. You got a rhino line, and I saw you tearing through the trails.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's top notch.
My first Land Rover was factory paint, and every time I went on the trails, you know, the tree branches just left lines all down the side.
Yeah.
Tore stuff up. So I covered it in Linex so that I don't have to worry about that anymore. The mud and dirt come right off when I power wash it. It's got a from 4-inch lift.
Did you make your own roof rack as well?
No,
No?
this is the Voyager. I bought this one online because I liked it and I didn't need to make my own because they already made it. So that's just aftermarket.
Yeah.
The rear access ladder is also aftermarket. It's got steel skid plates for the gas tank, for the differentials, front and rear. This is a custom welded rear bumper for high clearance.
Now, I saw you going through the trails. You don't take it easy.
No,
Yeah, you use it for what you want to use it for.
yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Every time something breaks, I figure out why I need it or don't need it, and
Yeah.
remove it.
Heck yeah.
So whatever breaks, I try to make it not break next time.
Yeah, you make it better.
I've got a solar panel that trickle charges the battery, cameras, front and rear lights. I've got emergency lights because in the winter I actually help pull people out of ditches and stuff.
Yeah.
So I use it as an emergency vehicle.
Nice.
In the winter in the snow.
Do you have a lithium battery in this?
No, this is just a regular AGM battery.
Okay.
Single battery setup with a manual kill because I don't drive it all the time. And,
Yeah.
Battery tends to die pretty often. But that's about it.
How about the inside? You do anything to the inside? I see you have like a big screen. Is that standard for this?
No. I built a little control panel on the inside.
Again, something you made.
Yeah, I
that.
made that, attached it to my dash. Custom stereo setup. I've got a subwoofer in the back, which actually lives inside of the rear sunroof cavity, so that I can have a subwoofer. But when I go into high water, sometimes water actually comes into the cab,
Right.
and I don't want to have to worry about my electronics getting wet. So the subwoofer actually lives. It's mounted up inside the sunroof cavity.
Okay. Now, one thing we got to speak a little bit before we started recording. You said you made the hood.
Yeah. So
I mean, check this out. This thing looks mean.
Custom built, and its primary purpose is to provide a stable, flat, level platform for me to stand on when I'm fishing in the ocean. So I'll park the truck on the beach, and then I'll actually put my chair and I'll set up my fishing stand on top of the hood.
Wow.
So that I can have a
Yeah, that's amazing. So everything has a purpose.
yeah,
Okay. And it was 10, right?
stand.
Hey, thank you so much, man. This is awesome, man. Thank you for sharing it with us.
You're welcome.
You just sold the truck.
Yeah.
All right, this is Patrick. Patrick is an awesome guy. And Patrick designed and built his own camper. I've been hearing a lot of big things about this camper. I have not seen the inside just yet. I was waiting. I wanted the element of surprise. Patrick, what's up, man? Jay.
How you doing? Jay, Patrick, nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Same here.
I'm not really surprised. I knew you were here.
So tell me about the camper.
So, I wanted to build a camper for a long time. I lucked out, and I've been looking for a long time for M101 military trailer. Jeep width, not Hummer width. And a guy local to me had it on Facebook Marketplace. Grabbed the trailer for 600 bucks. And then decided to hard shell it. So you go anywhere where there's bears, they can't get you. Don't buy marine plywood during COVID. That was very expensive.
Very expensive,
Very
yeah.
expensive, but on the outside we've got 500 watts of solar. We've got the diesel exhaust right there. Got a diesel heater.
So you got a built-in diesel heater, okay.
Built-in diesel heater.
All right.
Shore power connection, of course. The front tank up front, that looks like a propane tank.
But you said you got shore power, so are you running on electric? Oh, you're running off of solar right now,
We're
right?
running off solar right now.
Okay.
But if we have it just in case.
And then we got the propane backup.
That's not propane.
Okay.
That is an actual propane tank converted to hold 5 gallons of diesel.
Okay.
And it has
Wow.
it has a Mopica Bluetooth sensor underneath, so I can monitor the levels.
Okay.
There's the propane water heater in here. So, you know, why be out in the wilderness when you can't have a shower?
That's right.
This is just. everybody's
But
gonna have
as
a-
long as you
just-
get past one day.
just to throw stuff in a box, but it holds
Okay.
like my shore power cable,
All right.
some of my Blackstone stuff. This is a real propane tank that feeds all the Blackstones. It feeds the water heater,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
And you know, funny thing is, I had the idea of converting a propane for fuel because I wanted to carry it on my setup. but you beat me to it, so we'll give you the credit. But I thought of it too.
I'll show you how to do it. I've got a max coupler, just like you have on yours.
Yep.
So it works great when I'm camping. I just take it off, and every trip's falls over.
Yeah.
Arc jacks, like yours.
You got them in the front and the back?
Nope, just the front.
Just
right
the front.
Now. I'm gonna convert once I figure out a happier place for them.
And this is your hot water heater?
Water heater's in here.
Right, and how about this one to the left?
That's just storage.
Okay.
Just put stuff in it.
So it looks like you're like me, a little OCD. It has to be balanced.
2 tanks, 2 cases.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Matching wheels and tires that match my tow vehicle. So technically I have 2 spares whenever I'm out on the trails.
Yeah, we got a lot in common. I'm a little OCD like that too.
I was real particular about
Yeah.
that. And I'll tell anybody, that's one of the best purchases I ever made. Tire table.
I have one.
Tire table is phenomenal.
The problem for me is my wheels are too big. So I have something coming.
Well, they make it in 2 sizes.
I have the large, the extra large. And because I have 37s, it's barely, I mean, it has a little tilt to it, and the ground ain't level, then I have a problem. Gotcha. But I am in the process of creating something new, coming soon. I don't want to mention on this video, but yeah, definitely a tire table is awesome.
Yep. So just a set of standard trailer stabilizers. This was actually twice as high. The reason I wanted this steps was if I'm on even ground, these legs come out at different heights.
Yeah, I see that.
So what I got here, I just loosened these up, slid it down, locked it. As you can see, it doesn't move when I step
Wow,
up.
yeah.
So this is a good old camper door that he helped me cut it down. We put it in here, we installed it. Still have to paint the door. Max Air, ultimate fan. So it'll do inlet or outlet. It'll come on at, I think it's 78 degrees. So that's great to have. We'll put it back here, so even if it's pouring down rain, didn't have to cut a hole in the roof.
Yeah.
And just open the windows and it'll pull air through it.
Yeah. And I'm not a big fan of the of having ACs on the roof, because as you're driving, flexibility, clearance, maintenance, eventually they leak if you're not, checking the gaskets and everything. So that's awesome.
Yep.
Good idea.
Yep. And then all the insanity in here.
Look at this.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
come on in. So
Well,
it's
you
got-
first, so you
All
can
right.
tell me what you did.
So, so this is
a true camper.
yeah. So it's got this is the actual structure of the camper. These are the joists for the roof. They are ancient Douglas fir, straight as hell. This is 3/4 inch tongue and groove pine. Between this and the plywood, I have 3/4 inch foil face styrofoam. So the whole thing is insulated.
Nice.
The floor is 3/4 inch particle underneath with click tile. So it just all goes together.
And this is, even though you have it set up for one sleeper, I see you can sleep more than one person.
So this has, yes, I have a piece of wood cut to this. I can put this right here. So if my wife actually ever did come with me,
Yeah.
she can sleep here.
The wives never want to go.
The wives never want to go. My wife wants to just go to the beach and
Yeah.
be baked in the sun. Yeah, so just a little shelving for storage, cabinet for all my food, compressor fridge versus propane style fridge. This is my Victron setup. So I've got the full Victron touchscreen with a Victron multi-plus inverter back here, all 12 volts, because I only need 12 volts.
And of course,
a 32-inch television.
you have to have it, man.
Yeah.
Because it ain't always,
When
the right weather, the right scenery for camping. Sometimes you just want
When you're stuck
to.
out here, you
Yeah.
want Top Gear, Camel
Yeah.
Trophy videos, whatever you want.
Awesome.
So I'm a little panel crazy. So this is my AC power panel, this is my DC power panel, and then I have a whole other switch panel over here just for my lights. This is my outlet vent for my diesel heater, and I don't have it with me, but I also have an EcoFlow Wave 2,
Yeah.
and that is for my air conditioning.
So it looks like, what is that, memory foam for the platform? Styrofoam.
It's actually a closed cell foam
Okay.
that I got from a friend, and it goes between rims when they're shipped as a set of 4.
Okay.
So it doesn't really, it won't compress.
Right.
It stays up. So that goes.
But
under
it does add some insulation, so you don't have condensation coming from underneath you, or
Exactly.
yeah, and adds to the comfort, of course.
Right. Exactly.
Patrick, you had an awesome setup, man. Thank you for.
And then up here, at the bottom of that is a 20-gallon water tank, and then above that sits 4 100-amp lithium-ion batteries.
Last question. This is a trick question.
Okay.
How long did it take you to build?
We're going into about 2.5 years.
And I say it's a trick question because it's not done, is it?
It's not done.
Yeah.
No.
It's
You're
never done.
always looking at it. You're always rethinking it, like this shelf. I'm going to drop this shelf.
Yeah.
So I can have a little more clothing storage.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a small cabinet over here so I can put just my quick stuff that I could grab for being wherever.
Yeah. And that's what I say with mine. Like, people tell me, oh man, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna think of something different. You know, there's still more coming. Again, I don't want to mention it just yet, but I have something awesome that I created that I have people working on. I do a lot of whatever I can't do myself. I design, and I have my buddies, you know, who are in the field do it for me.
Well,
So
my buddy over there, he builds houses. So he said, "This is how we're gonna build this thing." And when we were done, he's like, "We could flip this thing over, and you could drag it down the road, and it wouldn't collapse."
yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Well, Patrick, thank you for sharing with us, man.
No problem.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It is 6:50 in the morning, and I'm about to start making some breakfast for my friends, Brian and Brandon and myself. And yeah, so we'll be making some sausage, bacon, and egg with some cheese. And I am making the homemade home fries right there. One thing I wanted to mention real quick is one of the questions I had was, would a diesel heater warm an enclosed canopy up if I had the walls up and I had the diesel heater? And honestly, I would say yes, even though the bottom enclosure of the camper is, or the bottom of the camper is not closed, and also I have a couple openings on top, but I feel a difference. I feel a little bit of heat in here. I think I'm gonna make something like a skirt to go around my camper to cover the bottom. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling a difference. Let's get some food here. That's it. The next morning I'm about to get out of here, but had a great time with the F-Bomb crew and everybody I met. Super great time. A little cold that night, but that's why you got heaters, right? I already packed. I'm ready to go. Real quick, I wanted to give a super big thank you to Ray Belize from Reading, Pennsylvania, who sent this shirt out to me. Pretty cool shirt, Bronco shirt. Thank you, Ray. Everybody else, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you next time.